Hey assholes, meaning YouTube. I was just at a moving sale by the airport, you know, that annoying place where planes fly to. Yes, I was getting a Wendy's sandwich or a Wendy's meal, and I stopped at this estate sale. No, it's a moving sale, and yeah, it was on the way there. There was a sign that said moving sale, and usually this year they don't have moving sales or estate sales. More like estate sales, not moving sales. But yeah, I mean, this estate sale, no, this moving sale was pretty loaded with man stuff, so I bought a couple things. The first thing I bought was a skill saw. It's model 5150. It's 203rd horsepower. I paid $5 for it. It works well. The only problem is this power cord plug. But I got spare power cords in the garage that I'm just going to use instead of using this one. Maybe I'll shove the cord back into the plug. But yeah, I got a skill saw that I use to cut plywood with. I got two Craftsman circular saws that I use to cut wood, and I got one skill saw that I use to cut plywood with. But the skill saw that I used to cut plywood has a bad bearing. It has a pretty ugly squeak in it. Pretty ugly squeak in the motor. So yeah, I decided to buy this skill saw. I mean, it works well. For $5 you can't go wrong. It just needs a plug. I'll find a cord in the garage for it to replace it. I mean, I've replaced cords because I accidentally cut the circular saw cord off once. When I was sawing a piece of wood, I was too lazy to get the extension cord out. So the cord got in the way, and the saw blade just sawed the power cord, and I had to put a new power cord on one of my circular saws. So yeah, I've done it before, so that's no big deal. And this is a pretty good deal too. A Master Mechanic orbital sander, 5-inch 2-speed random orbit sander. For $5 you can't go wrong. These things are fucking expensive. And I asked the guy how much it was, and he was just like, oh, $10. And I was just like, oh, I got enough sanders. Which is true, I got a lot of sanders, but I don't have an orbital sander. And he lowered the price down to $5, so I was just like, okay. I tested it out, and I gave him the $5, and I took it home. And it's got a weird power switch. It's kind of like rubbery. On and off. No. You could adjust the speeds on it, high and low, I think. And you press it in the middle to shut the sander off. But yeah, these things are usually expensive, and for $5 you can't go wrong. I mean, if it burns out, I mean, I'd rarely use it anyway. I mean, most of my sanders I really never use. So yeah, and one of these days I'll show you. I'll give you a tour of my tool cabinet in the garage with all my power tools and shit. So yeah. And plus, at this moving sale, I got a bunch of 45 records, some pretty good ones. I got a stack the first trip for like 50 cents a piece. Then on the second trip, I had a bunch of coins. I didn't feel like breaking a 20, so I got like 6 more for $1.50. You can't go wrong. I mean, yeah. And that concludes this video, and I sure hope you enjoyed it. Bye.